Thank you very much for joining me on this Friday. I'm meteorologist Brian Shields. Thank you for liking the videos. Thank you for taking the time to subscribe and sharing these videos. I see the comments and I appreciate that. All right, let's get you to it. I want to get into this Christmas storm system. This is what's going on right now, but this is the area I'm watching for a system that is going to develop before Christmas, marching across parts of the northern Caribbean, Gulf of Mexico. I'm going to show that to you in this video, then eventually over toward the Bahamas and Cuba. So I want to dive into that. Yesterday I was talking about how the storm systems up to the north would drop down. A couple days ago I was talking about some of the Christmas winds, and this is all tied together, and that is all going to shake out. That's what's going to happen. We're going to see these storm systems taking more of a southerly track, giving us some of the choppier seas, thinking of the captains and mariners out there, and again, giving some cooling breezes to parts of the Caribbean. Now, right now, here's the tail end of that front I mentioned, northern Bahamas, a little bit of action even over toward watching Cuba. Should stay mainly to the north of the Cayman Islands today. That's the front from yesterday. Little flare up near Nicaragua, Costa Rica, and I'll dive into the forecast for today for the Caribbean. But what I want to do is look ahead. Let's look into this Christmas storm system and kind of what's going to happen next as we move forward. So we get into this looking at the long-term model here. This is 4 o'clock today. So this is today. I'm going to take you way ahead our tropical model. Gulf of Mexico, Caribbean, we get into the Atlantic, in the Bahamas. There's that front right there. Some showers today, parts of the Bahamas over toward Cuba, and again, a little bit more over toward Honduras and the Cayman Islands eventually later in the day today, and Jamaica. We'll see a better chance of some showers and storms. Now let's jump ahead. Saturday, you see the time frame here just kind of moving forward as we get out in time. This is Saturday, and we're going to get you into the Gulf of Mexico, some leftover clouds, some leftover showers behind the front. And with that front that's way over here now, look at it kind of stretching back. Jamaica, Cayman Islands, Honduras. We're going to see that chance of some showers, a couple possible tomorrow as well in Belize. So watching that. This is all part of that front that rolled by Florida yesterday, that big front that moved by Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama, brought some of the severe weather. Now getting way out in time, this is by the time we get into Sunday, and this is when things start to shape up. There's going to be a lot more action over toward the Gulf of Mexico. You see here late on Sunday, there's another front that's coming in, draped across the eastern United States as well. As we get across the Caribbean, spotty showers as we head into our Sunday. Nothing crazy, no big blob of rain, but this is catching your eye as we get into Monday of next week. This is Monday night. Here's another front, and you see how we're getting more and more action leading up to Christmas. So this is early next week, very active in the Gulf of Mexico. This will include parts of the Yucatan. We get toward Mexico and even Belize, and you see the flare up of some rain again, Honduras north through Belize, all the way up through Florida and the eastern seaboard. This is Tuesday. There's the front that is going to start to work in. There could be a couple of them to the north, and then eventually, as these fronts kind of pass by, work their way over toward Cuba, the Bahamas, even the Turks and Caicos, watching Bermuda. Bermuda gets very active this time of year with the fronts. As these swing by, that's going to give us some cooling north breezes and spots. We get the Christmas winds. We get the choppier seas. It is all tied together, but a very active pattern leading up to Christmas. And then as we get into Christmas, we could see some bigger storm systems, not tropical in nature, but bigger fronts across the Gulf of Mexico and just to the north of us, helping to change our pattern. Now, overall, with some drier air, some spots have gotten some cooler nights. When it's a little bit drier out there overall, that allows the temperatures to drop further at night. Now, as we take you through the day today, not a ton of action in spots. 20% chance of a shower possible. Anguilla, Antigua, and Barbuda, St. Kitts and Nevis, Montserrat, Haiti, Dominican Republic, passing shower. A few more, though, as I mentioned, over toward Jamaica. And then again, Barbados, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Grenada. Pretty nice day ahead. Trinidad and Tobago, passing shower storm, but a higher chance Guyana and Suriname. We're going to see another high chance, or at least a higher chance of rain overall as we go through the day. A better chance of getting some rain and storms in our southern zone. Swinging back into the western Caribbean with this old front around, as I mentioned earlier, Cayman Islands back through Belize and Honduras. We could get a few showers and storms. A little bit more Panama, Costa Rica, Nicaragua. Jamaica, we're going to see those scattered showers and storms today. Not for all of us, but some of those will be around as we head through the day ahead. So we'll keep an eye on that, but no big blob of rain that will be around. Couple forecasts, Trinidad and Tobago, 30 degrees Celsius, 86 Fahrenheit, a warm afternoon. Finally, yesterday, some of us saw a good deal of sunshine. It was nice. A small chance of rain, still a chance, of a passing shower storm, a 20 to 30% chance as we go throughout the day. Breezy with the winds out of the east, winds out of the east as well. In Dominica, watching over toward Dominica, even Guadalupe, Martinique, a passing shower possible today, my friends in Dominica. 29 degrees Celsius, sun and cloud mix, isolated shower, about a 20% chance, winds east at 32 kilometers an hour, 20 miles per hour. Some of the gusts could be a little bit higher. So looking ahead for you, again, as we get closer to Christmas, as I mentioned, a touch cooler at night. Some of us have been getting some decent temps. We had a little drop off in Puerto Rico, a little drop off in parts of Jamaica. Leave those comments. Let me know what's going on where you are. Spotty showers possible the next few days, kind of highlighting that. Some spots a little bit more than others. And then down the road, watching the Gulf and then over toward the Bahamas, all those southern storm tracks, and we should see a system developing very close to Christmas just to the north of us, and that should bring in some of those Christmas winds, keeping us in some spots a bit cooler as we get into Christmas and really just after Christmas. With that, though, we're going to have some of those choppier seas around. So I'll do what I can to keep you posted on everything. It gets active with what's going on up to the north of us. It ties directly into our weather in the Caribbean. I will keep you posted on everything. Thank you for being part of this weather community and sharing it. I hope you have a great day ahead.